Jeff J here to make your day. We're here live on the morning show. We're starting it early. We're gonna start some music as I get my brother in here. He's probably seen that we're going live without him. We're at some in this song. We have a great share for you. If you want to figure out how to make money by doing it the way that Mr. Beast did, which is basically by giving it away, we're going to talk about that today. How you do the best way to make money is to give it. Let me get the link here for my counterpoint. It would be very, what you call this the word? It'd be very slow to not do this out with my brother. I'm gonna say something before I get him in here. I was listening. I had a tough day yesterday. I listened to the eulogy that I gave to my brother Jay, and I remember talking about doing a morning show with him, and I didn't realize the fact of doing a morning show with Josh is like literally what I wanted to do with Jay. And we were going to talk sports, and we had it all planned out. So it's actually really cool to actually be doing this with my brother. Although it is, I know that he goes, "You're live." So this is a horrible way to start the show. We're going to be listening to music here. Let me send Josh. He's like, "I'm right. Please send it here." I know. Yeah. I gotta send it here to send it here. So let's do this. Folks, I'm joining it again. Oh man, I'm joining it twice. Here we go. Let's cancel this here. I feel like we should start all over. Hello, everyone. I look better from this camera. See, we're talking about best camera in here. It's gonna be the wildest show ever, but we have a way. Let me just go here. What's up? Copy. You literally see me do this live. We're sending him the link live to his cell phone. That way he can click on it. He has his iPad camera. We're going to talk about camera, everything in here. I should start the music again. I made my oatmeal, didn't eat it. Code driven to make it happen, to get everything to cash flowing. We had our first high ticket coaching call. Here he is, my counterpoint. Man, I felt low without him. Man, I should button up here. I'm so sorry about this. Hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
And should we start over or should we just go with it now?
Let's go with it. You started off. I didn't hear what you said, but
yeah. Well, good morning, Josh. So I basically said we're gonna figure out how to give money away like Mr. Beast. That's what I'm gonna talk about today. I did a whole probably my first lazy Sunday in a while. But I always want to be productive. I still went to the gym. My chest is sore. I'll probably go there after today. But I studied all what Mr. Beast does. And as I heard a few things and feedback about the morning show that we're doing, I figured I would take one of the best YouTubers and really just implement a lot of it in here by the time. Like I figured like January 1st is the true start date and we're just figuring out the kinks, you know?
yeah, I would agree with that. This was very impromptu. This was something that you and I were like, let's just get a reason for us to wake up early in the morning and start doing something. And then it started to delve into something that's actually fun to do. And it gives us time to talk to each other and also promote our brands or help anyone out that we possibly could help out. So yeah, it's kind of like we're figuring it out as we go along, but I'm glad we didn't wait until saying everything was perfect. Like everything's perfect now, so let's go. We just went like, let's jump right into it. And kudos on you getting everything set up that way.
And by the way, I do want to say for everybody listening later on, I'm going to give you away. I'm looking at this camera. I'm trying to get better, guys, here with the quality, and I'll have a mic that should be here after Christmas. Order my Christmas gift. But anybody who spent a ton of money on Amazon Prime, like I did last night, I need this, and this. You're looking for money opportunities. At the end of the show, I'm going to give you two that best suited for you. I always want to give money opportunities on the show. So just so you know, I want you to come here. We're going to do a hot seat trivia. Eventually be giving away money on it. Mr. Beast style. We'll show up the sticker of my support of this dude. And I'll explain why. And I'll give away different money opportunities. So I want to tease that later on. But dude, it's crazy. I see myself over here, and it's like delayed on the live stream. I gotta like.
So really quick, what made you decide to pick Mr. Beast as somebody that you?
Yeah. So I mean, with our show prep that we do in 20 seconds, and I feel bad when I hijack it. Like Christmas law, that was totally hijacked with me. By the way, because what I started doing, Josh, I started looking at analytics, right? I never look at analytics, but everything's a numbers game. I started looking at my bank account first, Then I looked at my YouTube account. I looked how much money I made on my Make More Money podcast, which Big Dawes TV. Do you know who that is?
Sounds familiar.
Famous YouTuber, met him out. I mean, he has like millions of subs. Makes money only by YouTubing. Met him in Vegas. The video is going to come out this Thursday. I think that's Christmas. Or Friday's Christmas. Christmas Eve. Video's coming out of Vlogception with me and this famous YouTuber in Vegas. When I was out in Vegas, he came over and talked to me, right?
Right.
So he's going to come on the Make More Money podcast. And so as I started researching everything yesterday, woke up really late yesterday. We didn't have a morning show yesterday, did we?
Nope.
Nope. Didn't have a morning show. Woke up extremely late. Went to the gym to get my day started. Very counterproductive day. My dad ordered pizza. Had some pizza. Watched some football. Really good game. Don't get me wrong. Remind me of the old days when we used to do all that. Remember?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That was good. And trust me, part of the reason why I did it is one of my tenants, her mom is dying right now in Puerto Rico. Her mom's on her deathbed. She basically said how she regretted that she took $5,000 out of her account and gave it to people when she thought they had kidnapped her. And she started saying all her regrets on her deathbed to one of my tenants who can't pay now because of COVID. This is literally, Josh, and I mean this and I have the most confidence in myself in the world, confidence in your product and what you do. But this has been the toughest money month for me as well. All right. But I've probably been the most fulfilled doing stuff like this, doing this going forward. I just want to be as transparent as I can. But I picked Mr. Beast because I started studying really hard. All right, what is it to really make really good money on YouTube? I have 1,000. How do I get watch time up? Nobody's watching these videos later on. Like that was me for the tag later on and why we're doing it. So I started really studying it because I thought, listen, Mr. Beast is one person that he opened a restaurant yesterday. Did you see that? The burger restaurant where he opened?
You sent it to me. I was working.
So literally what he did, because he has 49 million subscribers right now. It's probably going to go up by the time people watch this video. Dude, he would open Mr. Beast Burger, and he talks about quitting a restaurant, how hard it is. They gave away money instead of burgers, right? And they gave away money with burgers, just told Mr. Beast style. If anybody doesn't know Mr. Beast, go subscribe to Mr. Beast right now. Whether or not, like, the reason why I say that is because he used to do that for somebody else because he wanted to win so bad at YouTube. I saw him on an interview yesterday, just went really hard on. He's literally the best YouTuber by far, but there's nobody better than him, right? Innovates, does really good, and does it with the heart and leads with positivity. And that's kind of what we want to lead with. So I figured, okay, what does he do? Let me, like, success leaves clues. I coach this all the time. Just step on the stones they do. And so he basically, I want to open Kokomo J's, biggest coffee shop in the studio ever. But I was always thinking, like, how do I get so many locations and buy them at one time? He did it, Josh. You can go on your phone right now, search Mr. Beast Burger, and order a burger just like that. And he opened one location. Do you know how he did it?
How?
It's ingenious. He went to Chili's and said, hey, I'm going to go. He didn't go to Chili's, honestly, but he went to Shake Shack and places around the thing in Newington and said, hey, I'm going to give you all my materials. This is exactly what it is for here. I'm going to give you your own separate station. He went to all, I think, 300 nationwide, gave him exactly what it is so people could order from their phone virtually and get a Mr. Beast Burger. Like, I could order it and get it right now to my house.
Oh, yeah. Virtual brand. Yeah, that's yeah. A lot of restaurants are doing that.
That's what I want to do with Kokomo J's. Like, go around to all the, you know what I mean? Instead of competing.
So basically what you do is you use a restaurant
Yep.
as your hosting service, and then you just put a product on it and people can order that product through the hosting service and you give them some of your profit share. Yeah. It's so you don't have to do any overhead. They take care of all the other overhead.
Yeah, dude, I think that's so I've never heard of this model before. So, but the way he was able to do it so well was because he got a ton of attention, correct?
Oh yeah, he can definitely do it. Because he's got 49 million subscribers. Yeah.
So I could do that when I go to when I have 49 or even 49 million subscribers. When I have it, I can do that, correct?
Are you trying to use tie downs? But you're saying correct? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying like there's no reason why. Like I you know more about it than me. This is my first time. I never heard of a virtual brand. Like, who's another person who did a virtual brand?
A couple of restaurants are doing them. Yeah, and it's a lot of it is just because the space is already there,
Mm.
so you can just get a virtual brand. A lot of like places that you might order through DoorDash, like, oh, this place is new. It's just another brand inside of another restaurant.
We should do an afternoon show and order us some Mr. Beast burgers when we're off our diets and do this like a testing thing of it, you know?
Test them how they are.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, I like burgers. I like Mr. Beast, you know? Like, this person tested it because they're curious. They streamed it live on December 19th. This is a live stream for this girl. And she has a good accent. And she's a girl. They always get reviews. But actually, see, that's a limited belief. Lady Tina. So she got 24,000 views by testing a burger. Like, this is big thing. So what I want to show you actually is I took a screenshot of it yesterday. By the way, Rob Skill Hill, big shout out to her. Over the weekend, did you see any of the stuff I posted on the Instagram stories?
Your Instagram stories?
Yeah.
I might have seen it. I don't know. Just busy
So
weekend for
basically,
me.
because and I don't want to get too like into it, but by the way, shout out to our boy Brandon Jay. You know that dude? We went on a call with him. He said he was gonna send some stuff out.
Cool. Awesome. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, it's superfood. It's something he sells. Sunrise by Tiana. I've never heard of it either. He's very passionate about it. He found Grant Cardone because Grant Cardone spoke at an event for this. It's one of the network marketing deals. They have like two legs and stuff. So he's a huge fan of Ed Milet. Oh, well, he's a huge fan of somebody. Anyway, huge fan of that guy.
So you were saying something prior to that, and then you got off of it.
Yeah, I forget. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place right now. Oh yeah, this is what it takes by
I want to get into something too as well, because
yeah, I can tell you, dude. You can always jump jack like I do that. You can. I know. Like I think it's more entertaining. Like I'm losing it right here. This is not flowing. All right. A lot of it, I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah, you don't have to put pressure on yourself. So if you had things, let's say we pushed a button and now you are to the point of Mr. Beast, what would you be giving away? Can't see it. Viral video. Is that what it says?
So yeah. So these are all the things that made him be very well that he puts in a lot of his videos. Money related is number one. Reaction videos like me doing the reaction of how I try this for the first time. Right. You got to have a lot of the stuff in here. Challenges. That's like the trivia thing that feature large YouTubers. So how he hijacked it was he always had people in, which is why I'm trying to get guests and like Big Doss TV in and stuff, you know?
Right.
Drama, always put like, oh my goodness, you know what's gonna happen. This is crazy. And then pranks. Right. Those are the 6 things he's done. So I figured if we do those 6 things, we'll be all right, you know?
Yeah, just do them consistently. So if you had the elevation status of Mr. Beast and then the sponsorships that he has to give money away, what would you do for a contest and who would you give it away to?
Well, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about right now. I think we would definitely do. I think what I would do is I'd bring on famous like people. Like I would start giving away to like Grant or JD Frost first, or people who are like huge up there who never been given anything because they're known. By the way, the JD Frost is their sponsor today. You can read it. I can read it. But
so well, hold on. 2 things about that real quick. When you say you can read it, or I can read it. I never have anything ever to read, and it's like you can read it, and I'm like, that literally means I have to just say, oh, our sponsorship today is JD Frost, and I have to make it up as I go along,
So what I'll do? I'll have my assistant send you the show notes of her sponsor, like just like Eddie. This is why we're working it out. This is total working it out day. So yeah, I feel so judged by like dad. I don't want dad to watch this episode. You know what it was? We did an episode, and he was supportive, but maybe I just hear the negatives, right? But I just I got to get the camera better, I got to get the music better. I got to get better, and I know that I will. Trust me, I want to do this. I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life. Mr. Beast said something of. He was in an interview. You can look it up. He said, "Go find," and this is true to success in life. Go find what you love to do, what you really love to do, and do it. because if you really love doing it, you will do that better than anything. If you kind of like it and you're forcing yourself to do it, you won't force yourself to get better at it. You kind of just, it'll always be it won't be a push motivation, you know? And to
Right.
me, this is definitely a pull motivation, especially when I woke up at 6:30 this morning. I wanted to record it. I hate when we're this late. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we should be earlier. You know what I mean? I'm holding
Oh yeah,
standards.
I
You know?
trust me. I agree. A lot of that is the standard of what you're setting. So I want to go back to what you said, but for real quick, I want to talk about standards. So standards, we obviously know that every personal motivational speaker talks about, you got to raise your standards. But like for me, I've noticed now my identity is I wake up at 5 a.m. So if my identity is shifted, now my standard is shifted. So yesterday I went to bed at 10 o'clock. I was in bed by 10 so I could be up by 5. And that's 10 to 5. That's plenty of sleep, 10 to 5, getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I really like getting up really early. I'd rather get up at 4 in the morning, but I'm going to work towards that. I'm not going to do it right away. Let's get back to what Dad was saying about the show. I want to hear what he said about that, because you were being authentic, you were being real, and that was
No, it's just know what it is, dude. I really like, there's certain people at Christmas doing these give back thing, and I said it to JD Frost. I was watching, it's gonna come out live on my YouTube channel. It's multimillionaires here, JD Frost. But I said to JD Frost while I was doing a live with them is, I invested thousands, probably over 27,000 in software. It's probably not a lot of money for some, but it was enough, dude. It's enough to fix this house and pick it up to sell it, And my recent coaching client, Arturo, who does Funding Academy, knows how to fund people's credit cards and fix up and then resell it to make money with 0% interest, right? He did it from another dude, figured it out, sold his course. He does it better than anybody. So Funding Academy, that's what it is. In case anybody wants to know, you can hit me up about that. But really, really good information. So I was trying to tell him positives and almost ways to get out of this. I'm moving. Like, that's whether you or Ashley or anything, I'm moving to Texas or Florida 100%. I see everything going on. I see the writing on the wall. I've been saying it. I don't want to just up and move. And what I really want is I want to open an office of Changing Lives Financial, and I want to have 6 studio room, okay, that we rent out. This is the vision. This is why I was bringing up the vision board the other day. I want to put this on the vision board. I want to rent out 5 offices, just like Robert Weinberg did. That's the guy who was the mortgage guy. He's going to be on the Make More Money podcast this week, talking how to get the most K1 investments, which are K1 sheets, which are investments that come back to you for money. Well, and that's what I want. I just want to move there. So in all that and explaining all that, and maybe I'm very passionate about putting out there what I want to do and then doing it. I asked, hey, do you see the morning show? And he's like, oh, yeah, I did. And maybe I was pushing for something, but I just felt like, it just didn't seem like, maybe it's because, Dad did radio, right? And like, he really wants to do this. I told him all the time, start a Rapture channel, because that's what he loves watching all the time. Take it and put it out there. Like, this is the age before they start banning everything and stuff and making your own thing. This is the age of content right now,
Yeah.
Like, we have it no greater than anybody. We can literally keep doing this show, keep leveling up on it, having people, you guys subscribe, like, and share. I said in the beginning, it's way late, but I should definitely share this video to anybody else. Dude, you can tell I read. That's all I did yesterday. I did that. I worked on my 2019 tax returns and itemizing them all. Which is, it's a nightmare, dude. It's such a nightmare. I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but we'll figure it out. I'm definitely very insecure about that. I'll admit that. I'm very confident with my coaching ability, but yeah, no, it was just, I felt like it was pretty, I don't know, just not as positive. Why should it be? We're just starting out. So I think some people, and it's weird because Dad has the best of me and you, and I give you a lot of credit for this because you're just like, let's go with it. Nothing's perfect. We didn't plan this. You've taken more action this year. And I want to say I'm proud of you than ever before, doing things every day, challenging your comfort zone, which is why this will be your biggest growth year. When you go and you can help somebody, you'll be able to come and tell them about this year, So, I mean, and trust me, it took me a while to get out of my comfort zone. I know it looks like I'm all this guy and I'm good at sales and stuff. I'm not, dude. I hate sales. I'm really not like good at it. I just know that when you feel so passionate about your company or the product, if JC Counters one is the best, then I have to convince people that they'd be making a mistake by not going with us, you know? And it's
Right.
really that passion that I lead with. And then I try and answer as many questions. But I'm rambling on here. Please stop.
Yeah, no. So I know. So when it comes to us starting new things, you know, that was a great video that I tagged you in with Grant. And, you know, for the record, I love Grant Cardone with all his flaws. All the stuff that Grant does to piss people off is one of the things that I do like about him. What are you dying to say?
No, I just want to say, and because I might forget, people will say I shouldn't be mentioning Grant as much. I have people call me and get really mad about me always mentioning Grant. And I'm like, I don't know. What do you think about that? Like,
well, that now we're getting off topic, but I listen. You're really good at promoting. All you do is promote. So Grant is one of your many promotions. You say like whatever you'll say, like you'll go changinglivesfinancial.com, jeffsiphone.com, this.com. You've never said, I don't ever hear you say grantcardone.com. It's not like you're promoting his product. It's just the same way he's helped you out. He's helped me out, and you're passionate about giving back. And I think it's okay. Listen,
why I think I do it so much is an ego check for myself, and I mean this. I don't want to see I figured it all out by myself because I didn't. I don't think anybody is self-made. Like even Grant, when they ask him, he always says Brian Tracy. You know,
right?
So maybe I should do it more like how Grant does it. Like he doesn't always shout around Brian Tracy. If anything, Grant does the thing. Oh, I made it my own thing. I didn't like how sales was. Right? I kind of diverted from it. And It's funny because, dude, there's a lot of push for me to be a licensee. There's a lot of push for me to be a lot of different stuff. Why don't you become a licensee? You say his name. So, but just like Grant with Brian Tracy, I kind of want to do my own thing. You know what I mean? Like I want to build my own thing. And maybe that's an ego thing, but I really would like to do it.
Right, exactly. So you know, it's funny. When we were doing the Fast Start School, Jared actually brought that up. He said, and for the entrepreneurs who just like, no, I want to do my own thing. He said, I need to have my own logo. He literally said those things. He said, that's what we have here. We have an opportunity for you to build your business inside our business, which is cool because it's funny because he's trying to speak to the demographics because there's a lot of people who are like that, right?
Well, how quickly did I make Changing Lives Financial and start making my own logo to make it make it part of it, right? Pretty quickly, you know?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, very much quickly. Yeah.
Like I'm wondering, dude, if I always had this in my life and I just like always suppressed it and fought it out. Like even when I was a teacher, I used to have teachers complain about lessons plans. Be like, oh my God, we can't create anything. I thought, oh good, finally. I get to create whatever I want to teach. And then I remember Jackie when it was a para and I was just a 1-by-1 just learning. I was so new, I didn't know the kid. She goes, oh, you can't be a teacher, you're not creative enough, right? And I remember thinking, oh, maybe I'm not, right? And dude, like I'm pretty creative. Maybe I'm not the most graphic design as my slides did. By the way, I had that tie the other day for the Christmas webinar. That was a fun webinar because it had the whole Christmas theme to it. But
go ahead. What are you saying?
But I don't know. I just like I don't know. Today, I really want to win, dude. I really want to win. I want to see other people win. If I just win, like I don't want dude. I don't care about a G. Shout out to G, dude. Her Instagram has been off. She just closed the deal for Healthy Wealthy Me, and she's just been very authentic and very real. Everything I've been saying, that's why I've been sharing her out. I love that girl. She's awesome. But then that's why she asked about everything. So I was chatting right there, and I was like, "Yo, you got to get in these calls. You got to add this in. If you close that, you can close this. You know." And we started talking about when we get licensed. You know.
Yeah. So I was in the process of saying something. I totally forget what it was. I you know, when you said something, you just said something, I want to win. The crazy thing is when you're winning, it really never occurs to you if you are winning. You know, you want to win, right? So it's like, picture it this way. You're in a race. Imagine yourself running. You're running in a race. You've got 3 people behind you. Are you picturing this or no?
Yeah.
You're running. You got 3 people behind you. The finish line is 100 yards in front of you. You need to get to that point. You're not thinking about you're like, I want to win, but you're thinking like, oh my God, I got to make sure I'm moving forward. I got to make sure I actually do win. Like you're not celebrating anything because you're like, oh my God, I'm in front, but I got 3 people behind me and I got one coming up right to the side of me. You're not enjoying anything at this moment. You're kind of like working through it because you got to get to the end goal. You got to get to that target. And even when you win, you're like, oh my God, thank God that I won. A lot of times I think when we win and on our journey of winning, what happens is, and the race is a really good metaphor, is the finish line. There is no finish line in life, right? It just keeps moving. It keeps moving. And if you think about it,
I more think I meant win. And I remember what you're saying before. So go ahead. Keep going.
if you stop running in life, that's when you start to lose, right? So me doing these 5 a.m. calls in the morning, I was talking about like what actions are we taking? Like I said, this is what I want to do. You know, we started getting on the calls and just kind of talking in the morning. And then I was like, what actions do I want to do? You know? And I started writing down the actions that I want to get done. And then I realized that I've been consistent every single morning, getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning, getting on these calls to make sure that I'm good. And now that's a win. That's consistency. Am I getting results? Not necessarily, but my identity starting to shift, right? Because my identity starting to shift, I'm actually causing myself to take more action. Because if I'm getting up early in the morning, I know other people aren't doing what I'm doing. So I'm able to believe that, hey, I'm doing good. I could take more action. So that I think is really, really impactful when you talk about like, man, I just want to win. I want to win too. I want a jet. I want all that stuff. This is the journey. This is the process. You know, I asked myself the morning questions in the morning. I was doing like my stretching and I said, what am I excited about right now? And what am I committed to right now? And I said, what am I committed to right now? And I said to myself, I'm committed to the journey because it is a journey. It's a long road, but I'm committed to the journey of saying, hey, I got to wake up every single morning and get at it. And and F sleeping in late. I'm not doing that anymore. So yeah, the journey of winning is completely different. It takes a while. It takes a lot.
I just more mean I want like I don't want to say it too much, but I want you to win. Is what I when I say I want to win, like I want to win, but I want you to win. Like I know exactly where we're close to. This is the stretching period. I feel like we're doing everything right, you know.
Yeah, dude,
So
let me tell you something, which is gonna sound really cocky. I'm gonna win without you or with you.
no,
It's
that's
just
good, dude.
it's
I want you to say more of that stuff. Yeah.
it's
So I think that's
hold
what
on
we
a second. Hold on a second. You need to stop, and we need to have this conversation. You say I want you to say more of that. I want you to do this. You're trying to dictate my behavior, and I want to explain something to you. Is I need to make changes, absolutely, and I'm open to changes. But I'm very confident in who I am. I spent the last 10, 15 years becoming a better person, and I know when to stop people, and know when to move forward. I'm very good at what I do. And when you tell me I need to do certain things, I'm open to it. But there's one thing that you need to learn is that you can tell me to do a lot of different things, but the choice is still mine. I'm either going to learn from it or I'm going to say, you know what, that's not going to fit me. Um, you've got this weird way of talking to me of like, you need to do more of that. You need to do this and whatever it is. And I get it. It's coming from a part where you want to see me win. But I need to tell you more the fact that I'm going to win no matter what. I have a frame of reference of helping a broken business and pushing it all the way to the top. I'm going to do it no matter what. So I know you don't have that frame of reference. You didn't spend the 2 years. You didn't tear your bicep. You didn't pour your heart into people and get them to grow and get them to be better and have somebody who had you had a worse relationship with them and you look them straight in the eye and say, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna get you promoted. And that person hated you, but you saw the good in that person. You pulled that out of them. You don't have that frame of reference. I do. I have such a strong sense of confidence. The thing is, I'm extremely coachable. I listen to people all the time. So people take that as like, I can push them around and get them to do what I want to do. And I listen to everybody, but I know what works really well for me. And I know, hey, if this works well for me, then I'm going to use that. If this doesn't work well for me, I'm still going to listen to it, and I might add it to my repertoire, but I'm still going to continue to move forward. So listen, I want to be on this journey with you. I wouldn't pick any other person to be with because I love you. You're amazing. You're extremely talented. You're really good at what you do. And so am I. That's why when we gel well together, it's one of the most powerful things that I believe that will get us towards success. But anyway, I wanted to make that distinction.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah, dude, I'm coachable too, dude. I do want to get better as well. Like I really am. I'm not saying that to just like mirror copy you. Um, like I'm jumping on the call with Abby and Sarah on Tuesday at 1, and part of me thought like, oh, I don't deserve doing it, but I want to see how Abby, because she knows a lot about policies and stuff, does everything, you know. And right now Windows is slow. It's not like I'm taking away from Windows. It'll be jump on for an hour, but or Tuesday at 4, I think that is, you know.
Nice.
But I want to get better. So you put it out in the chat, and I want to. I think the world of Abby, and like I don't know. I think she's really anyway. But my whole point is, yeah, no, I apologize. I'm very sorry. Listen, I know you are, dude. I know you're right, 100%. Yeah, listen, listen. I have a frame of reference too. I have a frame of reference too with coaching people right now. Like, dude, that's probably the thing. I kind of said it. My future is going to be. Everybody knew it wasn't going to be Windows. Hopefully, it will be for a while. But it was just me learning, and I owe Joe everything. I got to figure out how to pay him $7K back. Probably shouldn't have said that, but I will. But maybe we'll do it live on our morning show one day. My whole point was I paid $7K, dude, for Clark Keegley to coach me. And great, it was a life changer. But I probably could have worked for Joe sooner and learned just like the same stuff. And I said that before, you know, no disrespect to him, but I've probably learned more with Joe than just sitting there and just learning business. Went from business. Anybody who wants to make money, by the way, there's 2 links in the show description. You can check them out. What were you gonna say?
No, I was going to say I think you're right. Absolutely. I think a lot of hands-on learning is a lot better than just coaching learning virtually. You know, coaching virtually is great. And unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we're doing a lot of that. But sometimes hands-on, shoulder to shoulder is sometimes the best learning, you know, because you have that, you can feel the energy radiating right
Well,
off.
no, that's not even it. It was just that Joe had a real business and Clark just didn't. Clark just knew how to make money online. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
it was him doing a lot of everything. Joe actually had to hire people. And that's no disrespect to Clark. Clark 12 courses, made $250K a month or whatever he made. He was making great money. But it wasn't exactly, that was the part. Like I actually think, like, dude, coaching does work virtual. Like Arturo, I coached him, the dude made 10 grand the same day. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think it does.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So what do you want? Do you want an online business or do you want a brick and mortar business?
I've always wanted a brick and mortar. Dude, I had a lemonade stand when I was 12, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like this show got very serious in the morning show.
Yeah,
You know?
I know. So
That's
it's
why I want to bring Mr.
7:36.
Beast stuff. I want to show Mr. Beast funny stuff. Mr. Beast is hilarious, dude. He's all fun, you know?
It's 8:03 in the morning. Let's get this back up. It's 5 days till Christmas. It's literally 5 days till Christmas. You got 3.5 shopping days left, pretty much. But my original question was, what would you give away to people before we got off on this? What would you give away to people? Like if you could give away things to somebody. Like
so I'd give away, like, dude, I'd give Jeff Forbes said, hey, call me mid-morning when you have a minute. I hate that, dude. I really hate that. I hate when people just are like, just call me, this, that, you know? Jeff GM, good morning. Is there another link? Going to receive from your secretary won't let me in. Oh, I think I had a call at 8 a.m. He asked me to do an 8 a.m. call with Arturo this morning, the guy.
All right, let's get off. All right, guys, thank you so much. You can find me on changinglivesfinancial.com. Jeff, where can they find you?
Yeah, so there's a link for opportunity back there if you guys are looking for a job to pass the background test and are willing to get licensed. We'll definitely bring some people on. That's the link in the bio. Also, the Lightspeed Army. working with Bradley, helping him grow out. People get 20% now just for clicking the link. If you ever do decide to know someone who needs a course, or you decide to build a course, or you have like a business who earns training, click the link. You can join the army, which we're trying to kind of have people just create a whole army of referrals for Bradley and Lightspeed, which is innovating, and maybe one day we'll go over the new stuff. Yeah, dude, I gotta jump off. This is a horrible morning show. Well,
that no worries. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Find me at Josh Lewis Growth. Find Jeff at Jeff the Entrepreneur. Jeff, I love you. You're the best. And everybody else, have a great rest of your day.
By the way, Rabia, we've talked about prayer. There's so much I want to cover. We'll cover it tomorrow.
Cover it tomorrow on a
dude, we didn't even start
much more happier note tomorrow.
We didn't start the day with prayer too before the show.
That's it, dude. That's it. And we didn't have any music, or you had music.
I had music. I started the whole thing was a mess. All right. That's it, guys.
We'll figure it out as we go along. People.
Don't share this one. Subscribe. Tomorrow will be much better. What time tomorrow?
Listen, I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning every single day. So 6?
6. All right. 6:06.